Alrighty, everybody. Yeah, so finally on Christmas break, which means we can get to work on this thing. So what that means for today is getting the transmission unhooked again. It's just the bell housing bolts. And then yanking the motor back out because I got to swap the crank. And I'm going to have them balance the rotating assembly and everything just because they are aftermarket pistons. Do it right now instead of screwing it up like I did earlier, which means I'll have an extra 5.3 Gen 4 crank laying around. Maybe I'll see if I can get rid of that. But anyway, yeah, it's snowing, as you can see. I think it's probably about 30 degrees right now. I think I'm gonna have to get the front end of this thing jacked up enough I can get under there. I think I'll just let the transmission sit on the transmission jack, wherever that is. It's got to be around here somewhere. Just gonna let it sit under there. Really don't like it sitting down there, but it's kind of what we're gonna have to do. So yeah, so I just gotta unhook the few electrical connections I had hooked up, and yank it back out of here. So I will get to work. Okay, so mass snow has ensued. Yes, it's been doing this for the last probably getting worse in the last half hour. I have it cherry picker on here and working just slowly finagling it out of here. It's really tight, especially with that front diff on the oil pan and now the transmission, but that's really less of an issue. I think I just need to get it this way a little bit more and get the differential around all this mess, and hopefully have this thing out within the next half hour would be nice, because I liked snow, but I was hoping it would hold off for a couple more days. Anyway, that is current state of things. I will be back soon. Okay, so we got the motor on the stand. I was pulling all the tape off that I had, taping everything up because all the snow got it wet, so now it's sticky, like really sticky, bad sticky. So I'll have to scrape all of those off. So that's gonna be great. Intake, exhaust, little steam ports there. But anyway, I'm gonna pull the water pump off now, the diff, and yeah, I'm gonna pull the front. I'm gonna pull the balancer off and the front cover. And then I'll probably pull the heads, pistons, and the crank. Yay. All right, I've got great news, everybody. So I've got the motor torn down to basically a short block now. And so here I've got my calipers. So look here on the back space, or the back spacing, or whatever you want to call it, on this crank. It's about, why is it in millimeters? What is that, 5/8 of an inch? Come over to our new crank here. It's about almost 7/8. So that's what, quarter? Yeah, which is just what we need to get the correct spacing for our starter and torque converter. So that problem is solved, thankfully. So now I'll pull all of the pistons out and the crank so I can get all the rotating assembly to the machine shop tomorrow so they can balance it and get my 58X reluctor wheel onto that new crank. And I will have an extra 5.3 truck crank laying around because that's what this came off of, I believe. Alrighty, sorry about the extra noise. Working on the rocker arms right now, putting the BTR trunnion upgrade kit in it. So just the new trunnions here. With new bearings, new roller bearings, and snap rings. So here's kind of like here's the old one. It's good to replace them. I mean, yeah, it's a 200,000 mile motor. Dropped off the parts at the machine shop today. They said that should all be done by the end of the week, and then we can start putting the whole thing back together and see if we can get this thing running by the end of Christmas break. Alrighty guys, I think that'll probably be the end for this video. I'll just try and break it up good so they're not too long or too boring. Try and keep them less boring than typical. So we're just gonna end it here, I think, and then eventually we get to reassembly in a couple days. Actually, I will get to work on the fan shroud. So, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. See you later.